I guess what, bozos? If you watched my last video, I'm still sick, aka down with the sickness by popular band Nirvana. VR is kind of stale right now. Yeah, there's VR chat or Beat Saber to fall back on, but if you're not an anime waifu or a small child with ADHD, what does VR still have to offer right now? Into the Radius is my favorite VR game to date. Yeah, that's right, the Russian man smoking a ciggy while reciting songs from the motherland has me hooked. It's really the little things about this game that really pulled me in. Sure, we have the big missions where you're putting a bomb inside of a building, but the little moments where you're just being a survivor of the Radius, someone living and thriving in what could possibly be the worst conditions ever. We already have plenty of games like it. Fallout, the good ones anyways, Escape from Tarkov, and especially Stalker. I mean, I don't want to get all legal over here, but god damn is it really similar to Stalker. But what makes Into the Radius so special? Why does my little monkey goblin brain just go absolutely nutty over this game? But first, CM Games reached out and gave me 2 Into the Radius keys to give away, one for PC VR and the other for Quest 2. If you would like to enter the giveaway, join my Discord below and which version of the game you would like to be entered for. The giveaway will end on February 26th. Quick, the level 50 boss has raided Viewie's Hot Gamer Club on Discord and only you can stop them. Join now and rank up your character from being a little piss baby shithead and dominate the factions of mega rich patrons by supporting me on Patreon for only $5 a month. Don't believe me? We got the f***ing Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates of VR, also known as Only Mints, Lunarus, and Vexy, giving a perfect example of showing support. Like many other silent video game protagonists, the Explorer is just given a whole load of to deal with. Nice job, ding dong. The slot machines aren't going to pull you out of this one. As far as we know, the Explorer is just someone who works for UNPSC, which only UNPSC specialists are allowed to visit the Radius. Now, when you start, you're not given much, just a Makarov and some food, but quickly go up the security levels to achieve better and better weapons. The life of the Explorer is similar to the very classy show known as Hoarders. God damn, man's built like a professional bodybuilder. Hobbies include killing monsters and bench pressing your mom. Aside from Young Gravy's wet dream, the Explorer is the only human left in the Radius. Viewie's lesson of Into the Radius numero uno, loot everything. Like I said before, this game is based off the show Hoarders. Not really, I made that up. Anyways, at the beginning, you're more broke than someone who's really into NFTs. So ammo, weapons, artifacts, if this little goes off, you better rip off those props and throw them away. This is serious. In the Radius, you're never truly finished. Because of the way the game is balanced, even though you'll get plenty of artifacts or weaponry to sell, each time you run out in the Radius for something small or big, you're spending resources. Time, ammo, food, and even weapon durability are something that isn't free, unlike most video games. It's even why when you've looted everything you can carry, even when that selling amount is high, you'll still have used your time, food, and ammo getting back safely. Hell, I should have just called this part in the video time anyways, considering just how much time this game takes away to even play. Everything in this game has a health bar, and unlike f***ing Mario over here, you can't just give him a f***ing mushroom and he's good again. Viewie's lesson on the Radius number 2, suppressors are your friend, and breaking news, friends cost a ton of money. Even when you're at your best, unless you plan on playing this game completely passively without taking any damage, you're still spending something. Into the Radius is no stranger of the capitalist market, f***ing $200 for a f***ing cup of dog piss, what the fuck. Eventually you'll get on your feet, and the starting areas of Pervame Route and Balaki Village are like a cakewalk. You can clear out any of these areas with minor difficulty, and you're picking up steam pretty fast. Wait. Do you guys hear that? What is that noise? Hey, I'm Pobita Factory, and you're gonna need to buy some new pants. Factory is probably when the game jumps in difficulty the most. Yeah, we have a small tease with the large building in Balaki, but Factory takes that scarometer and sets it at 10. If you think you're ready for Factory, you're almost definitely not. This is where things like armored guards start coming out, and unless you generally know where their weak spots are, you're dead. Think you could just run up and pray to Mark Zuckerberg that eventually you'll hit something? You're dead. Just sneak past and hope they don't see you? Hello? Yeah, we're the cemetery. How do you want your headstone? The Factory is really where the game starts opening up and can give you a variety of challenges depending on where you are. Want to have close to mid-range gunfights? The area right near Pervame is filled with enemies. Want a deadly platformer where you'll have to climb around just to find artifacts? Just go outside of the first area. Want to have a sniping battle with armored guards standing everywhere? Right next to the entrance to Kolkhoz. Want to quit the game for months at a time and never talk about this game besides just one video? Everywhere you go is going to be a different challenge, but every challenge has its reward. Again, this game's balancing is insane, because even though you'll try pleading with Mark Zuckerberg and his little metaverse gremlins to get past a certain point, you'll always be rewarded in some way. Factory just offers so much to this game that even when it's all said and done, you can basically thrive off this area alone in which you're comfortable and know where you are and aren't safe. Factory is neither your friend nor your enemy, and it's very obvious once you realize where the majority of enemies are. But we haven't even mentioned This section of the video was written for Kolkhoz. Kolkhoz will take you out back and spank you harder than a citizen of Philadelphia. That's right, ladies, I'm a gamer girl. Kolkhoz is not only the hardest area, contains 2 of the hardest missions in the game, but will have anybody gasping for air as this gamer rage-filled tank sprints around the map. Because of the BTR, there is no safe spot in Kolkhoz. What the f do you think this is, a baby game? Gonna cry, little baby? Oops, excuse me while I curb stomp you in the ground. You could have the best guns, ammo, and be fully stocked up on health injections, and still you'll find some trouble in Kolkhoz. Usually with the other maps, you'll find that some areas might have an armored guard or 2, but Kolkhoz said f that and decided to put armored guards with AKs and armor just to f with you. Combine that with the BTR and you have a full-on Metal Gear Solid in VR. If you think stealth is important before, you're gonna cry at the thought of moving around at a snail's pace in Kolkhoz. If you know someone who has played the entirety of this game, ask them what it was like on their first run into Kolkhoz. I guarantee you it did not go well. Taking a step back from the BDSM torture chamber that is Kolkhoz, let me tell you about the story of a guy with a gun.
You can see me? Hear me?
See, the guy with the gun is complicated. He doesn't just have a gun, he has an unknown guide helping him through the radius. And even when she doesn't hold your hand like a toddler, God mom, let go, I'm a big kid now. Pervame, Balak Key Factory, doesn't matter. The guy with the gun pushes through to the greater unknown to reach the heart of the radius. Again, it's just like any other silent protagonist, but even Gordon Freeman, Master Chief, or Doom Guy to some degree, have a small backstory before the tragedy strikes. The guy with the gun is dropped in after the worst has already happened and there's no way to stop it. You're forced into a situation of not having jack shit, all while working for some company that clearly doesn't give a shit if you live or die, who still charges you money for weaponry so you can go out and find shit for them. And if you don't, sorry bozo, guess you can't fucking eat today. You haven't found enough pieces of jewelry to goo goo gaga at. But even through the neglect of your employer and the inhumane living conditions, you're still the guy with the gun. Now, as you could probably tell, I'm a super huge fan of Into the Radius, and I would say this is nearing the most perfect VR game. I would say it's the best because even though something like this has already been done in the past for flat screen, Into the Radius works well in VR because it was made for VR. Not some multi-million dollar, here's a floating controller in your game, but a small team who's already been working on it for years now. But I've been waiting far too long for this to be a feature, and I can already hear the developers CM Games being disappointed in me when I say this. Like, this game would absolutely with the co-op. And wait, just hear me out. I don't want this game to be like Pavlov or Contractors where you're teaming up to take on dozens of other players on the map. I want to play this game with one friend. Co-op in other games is already a dying breed, but especially in VR, if you're not playing something that's designed with multiplayer in mind, you're playing alone. So please, CM Games, if you're watching this, a 2-player co-op would fit this game so well. I understand not wanting to add a full multiplayer mode, but make it similar to Minecraft where your inventory is dependent on the game you join so you can't dupe things. It would make my gamer goblin brain very happy. So in conclusion, if I hear one more person ask me on stream if they should buy this game, I'm going to fly to your house and delete your VR headset from existence. You should absolutely be playing this game, and I can't wait to see what the next update brings us.